A little bit of Monica in my life. A little bit of Rita by my side. A little bit of Tina's all I need. Another song I can sing.
Yeah.
I suck. Oh, baby, it's me, you, man. What a whore. He's such a whore. Mambo number 5 guy. What's his name?
Mambo number 5.
One-hit wonder, bro. Biggest one-hit wonder of all time. Right?
A little bit of you makes me your man.
Like that video I sent you of me at the bar?
Oh, yeah, I forgot to respond.
Whitney Houston. Run square! Run square! Run square?
Me?
Oh.
You? Me?
Us.
Me?
Well, you and me are Rob Square.
You're right. It is 2 of us.
Rob Square! Come on down! Alright, hot take. Hot take day.
Hot, 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 hot.
Hot takes. We've been looking forward to this for a while.
Yeah.
Since last year, it was one of our inaugural segments.
Yeah. You've been, if anything, you've been giving me some shit about, because I've been going with my hot takes early in the draft season.
Yeah,
you say I'm too much about my dudes.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, we'll see. I mean, season is the only way to determine who's right or wrong about it. So
'Tis the season.
almost. Only 2 months.
Update for you. I got a new kiddie pool.
Oh,
Good pool.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Super nice.
Is it?
Biggest one they had. About the biggest one they had.
Huge. Yeah, I got the biggest one they had.
How big is it?
Not that much bigger than the other one. It's the biggest dog pool they had.
Oh, okay.
Right? But it's like, it folds up. It's softer. It's super comfy.
Oh, yeah.
I can lay down in it all the way. Super
Oh,
sweet, dude.
Yeah, submerge yourself?
Because the other one I had literally was, I found it in my garage on like in the rafters.
Yeah.
Super gross.
Yeah,
And like folded up even though it's like plastic.
Yeah.
And like I thought it was garbage and I bleached it, cleaned it, and I got used to that thing. 2 years. A lot of time sitting in that pool. This one's fucking
Can
nice.
you fully submerge? If you lay down?
No, almost. A
Yeah.
little deeper, but mostly just bigger.
Yeah.
Put some pictures up of it. I'll
Oh.
show you the pictures.
Yeah.
I have some fun ones.
Well,
I did a photo shoot.
I
Kiddie
mean,
pool
property
photo
value is going through the roof now.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's like here's my kiddie pool.
You should dig a hole and
Yeah,
actually
right?
make an in-ground pool.
Oh my god.
That'd be dope.
So classy, dude.
Yeah.
All right. Little news nugget for you here. We haven't actually talked about this. Brittany Griner, dude.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
What the fuck? 10 years?
Vape pens.
For vape pens?
Vape
And like, I don't know how accurate it is, or she's telling the truth, she said it was an accident.
Well,
Either way, it's like they're doing it as like a narcotic, and like I know it's illegal there and legal here, but come on, bro, 10 years?
yeah.
Fucking
yeah.
pederasses get less than that here.
No. He's a sex offender with a record. He did 6 months of Chino for exposing himself to an 8-year-old. When he moved to Hollywood, he had to go door to door to tell everyone he was a pederast.
What's a pederast, Walter?
Shut the fuck up, Donnie.
Yeah. It might be part of the climate too. I mean, it's almost like a political negotiation.
Yeah, and don't we
thing.
have one of their guys?
I'm sure.
But their guy was like a violent like person, so like they're trying to fucking swap.
Well,
so sucks for her.
The
man.
idea is that America leads the world in terms of we set the tone in terms of personal freedom, right? So the laws are going to be different elsewhere because a lot of other places have more of a dictatorship type.
Yeah.
You know, it's
just so crazy. And like the thing is, in this country, celebrities generally get off on their crimes. She's almost being made an example of.
For sure.
So this ties into my story time with Rob I have here for you. About Tim Allen. Tim Allen, the Santa Claus, Buzz Lightyear.
Oh.
Yeah. I know you know about this. A lot of people don't know about this, I've told. Tim Allen, it was, I don't know what year it was, like 1978 or some shit. He got busted with, I think it was 3 kilos of cocaine in an airport.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I like him more now.
Did 0 jail time, partially because he narked on the other guys.
No shit.
But, dude, 3 kilos of cocaine in an airport.
Yeah.
Granted, Brittany Griner was also in an airport.
Yeah.
But weed pens in 2022 or cocaine in 1978.
This is vague. Like,
Dude.
you're obviously not smuggling it to sell it. Even if it was intentional, of course she's gonna say it was an accident. But right, I mean,
yeah, right. Of course you can cover your ass.
But even if it wasn't an accident, like 10 years for what? For
it wasn't distribution. Like you're not using 3 kilos of cocaine. That's selling.
She's not trying to smuggle them in to sell them, right? Like,
yeah, I don't know. She doesn't need any money, first of all.
Yeah.
Now here's a question about Tim Allen.
Well, WNBA, she might
so it's crazy about Tim Allen because he narked, right? And usually when you narc, people don't narc because you just get killed, right? It's like the Goodfellas thing. You got to go witness protection program.
Especially with 2 kilos.
Was his witness protection program just to become the biggest family man actor and just be the Santa Claus? They're like, you can't kill this guy.
Maybe. You know, like, they talk, like a lot of the conspiracy theorists is like CIA agent plans, like, right? Like, so maybe he got flipped. Like, all right, now you're part of the Hollywood scene.
But that didn't happen for 10 years, so I just don't understand how he didn't get killed. I don't understand, even if you flip on people, bro, you did it, you're going to jail. You're going to prison.
Yeah.
And, like, it's just insane that Tim Allen had this career. Tim the Toolman Taylor, Buzz Lightyear, like these, yeah, dude. Nice. I mean, all these, like, landmark, as us as kids. The Santa Claus. He literally played the Santa Claus. Like, if you search Santa Claus
movie.
Yeah, if you search Santa Claus, that's one of the first things in the quote. Tim Allen playing the Santa Claus.
Yes.
Yeah, and there's been a Jungle to Jungle with John Taylor Thomas. Big fan of John Taylor Thomas.
JCT?
Yeah, love him. I don't know.
Well, Tim the Two-Man Taylor is iconic.
So, one thing about our pod is you're going to learn some things. This is if you didn't learn this, and you might also learn that I have small balls. I said that many times. I don't know why I advertised
We learned that a long time ago.
In case you hadn't caught the other episodes.
I'm waiting for you to pop the photo off because while you're editing it.
They're actually huge.
Yeah.
Who cares of them? That's why I always sit all weird.
Yeah,
all right.
That's why you need more
Rob
space.
Squared. We're riding. Hot take day. Hot. We are riding with some hot takes here. This is quarterback. This is tight end. We're combining them. Later in the week, we're going to be rocking some wide receivers, some running backs, separate episodes. Those are the juicy ones.
Yeah.
But these could be juicy too.
Well, because these are the ones that, I mean, I think we're doing it this way specifically. One, because what's the difference between quarterback one and, quarterback one is normally.
Yeah, let's say quarterback 4.
Let's say 2, even 2.
Yeah.
Like quarterback 2 to 6. There's not much of a
1.8
difference.
points per game.
So if you can find someone that is maybe a little bit further back, maybe someone's undrafted or 10 through 15 that can jump in that top 5.
Yeah.
This is where you get the value, I think, right?
All right, so I'll go with my first one here.
Yeah.
Not to be a homer, even though I'm not even that much of a Bears fan anymore.
Yeah.
Justin Fields will be a top 5 quarterback this year.
Explain yourself.
And this is in 4 for a passing touchdown league. The standard is 4, right? We're going to go on that for these rankings here. Explain myself. Rushing upside's crazy. 900 yards. I feel he can do that.
Okay.
I just see I remember when Cam Newton had no receivers and nothing and was in his prime, right? It was second year, I think.
Yeah.
Which is Justin Fields' second year. And now Cam Newton had a better rookie year than Justin Fields, but Justin Fields was put in an awful
rookie of the
position.
year, yeah.
His rushing upside, their defense can be trash. So he doesn't necessarily have to be good in real life to get this top 5 value, right?
True.
All I need is about 8 rushing touchdowns, 900 rushing yards, and
Yeah.
give me 20 passing touchdowns.
Yeah.
That's a top 5 quarterback. He's not going to lose his job.
Yeah. Who is Dalton the backup now because they got rid of Foles?
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So, and here's the thing: the Bears want to be a running team this year, right? It's easy to say that, but when you're down 17-3 in the first quarter, you can't run the ball. If you want to run the ball to only lose by 21 instead of 40, that's what you do.
Yeah.
But if you want to fucking play to win the game,
Hello? You play to win the game.
which this new regime is probably going to want to do, pass the ball, put the ball in Justin Fields' hands, get creative with him, let him fucking run.
Yeah.
Right? Like, what are you protecting him for? We don't even know if he's our quarterback.
So top 5.
Top 5.
Projected stats then.
I just said 900 yards rushing.
That's all
this is an upside, right?
Well,
900 yards rushing.
It's a hot take.
Yeah.
I understand that.
900 yards rushing.
Tell me the stats that get him to the top 5.
900 yards rushing, 8 rushing touchdowns.
Okay.
Give me 3,800 yards passing and 20 passing touchdowns.
Jalen Hurts last year.
Yeah.
It has to be Jalen Hurts, who is still in doubt, even though he had.
We both agree that Justin Fields is a better talent than Hurts. Hurts had a better offense, better weapons, but not by that much. I like Mooney. I like Kmet. I think that Fields is just a better player.
Yeah.
And I know he's been working hard. I know, like, I see some videos of him. His release looks better.
Yeah.
His footwork looks better. It was not good last year. His footwork was not good.
No, he was all talent last
He
year.
was just moving too fast. The game was too fast for him. And he had some nice flashes, man.
Fake one way, Fields stumbling, trying to cut it back. Justin Fields making magic happen. There goes Fields. Touchdown.
Yeah.
So that's my first hot take. What do you got?
Just real quick on that, and I know it's a hot take, so this counterpoint it's not going to hold much weight because it's a hot take. Obviously, you're not expecting him to be top 5, but you see a clear path to it.
I do.
Right? We were talking earlier. I had asked you who's the highest paid, who spent the most on offense this year.
Yeah,
which was surprising.
I would have not guessed it.
Detroit Lions.
Detroit Lions.
Well, guess who spent the least?
Bears.
Yeah. So that to me alone, this is my one counterpoint. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Just a poo on you.
Yeah, you can pull over me.
Just a little turd. Just a little turd.
As long as it's hard poo. I don't want the soft poo on me. That's hard to get off.
Yeah.
All right. What do you got for your first one? Sorry. You can't tee me up, man. I'm going to knock you out of the park.
All right. So I don't even know if this is a hot take because it's almost for sure, I think. But not really. Derek Carr, MVP. Can we explain this?
Which would also lead, just so you know, for the fantasy community, to probably top 3. If you want to just hedge that with, or are you saying number 1 quarterback? You know, because you could be the MVP and not have the number 1 fantasy.
All right, so I guess we're talking fantasy, right?
We're doing both. It's both. MVP would be a good
so
fantasy
MVP,
year, right?
he's a top, yeah.
Because he's getting drafted right now. And also, I want to say Justin Fields being drafted like quarterback 15.
All right, so top MVP / top 3.
There you
sure.
go.
Yeah.
Because Carr's getting drafted 13th or 14th among quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Fields is 15th or 16th.
Yeah.
So these are guys outside of these, in a standard 12-team league, they're not getting drafted, at least as starters.
He's one of my top 3 MVP candidates this year. Well, I shouldn't say that because he's one of the top 3 guys I'm betting. Obviously, Josh Allen is number 1.
Right. Brady's going to be up there.
No.
Well, he will be in the odds. I'm not saying
odds. Either way. So the reason I like Carr, last year, obviously, it was such a fucking shit show. Waller got hurt. Ruggs got arrested. He had John Gruden as a coach for a little bit. He himself got hurt. However, he was still top 5 in passing yards. So he was still top 5. He was number 5 in passing yards. I think he's damn near 5,000, 4,800 last year, I believe. Near the top 12 in touchdowns. He was 13th in touchdowns. With there's only 22, but I believe that number's going to go up with Devontae Adams coming. Waller, Renfro stepped up.
He got some weapons for sure.
McDaniels,
Josh Jacobs healthy.
They
drafted another backup running back. You got Kenyon Drake. You got weapons, right?
Yeah. And I think the biggest thing that is going to flip, because I mean, he's one of the better leaders. Like it feels like he is a franchise quarterback. Maybe not the most talented.
Yeah, he loves the Raiders. They love him.
But like he's a leader. Like he's a guy that your guys are going to rally around.
He ain't holding out like fucking Aaron Rodgers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
no, he's there. Like
he hasn't earned that right either.
Let's just play.
He wouldn't do that anyway.
Yeah. He was bottom 7 in interceptions thrown. I think he threw 14 last year.
Yeah, he's a poor man's Aaron Rodgers is what he is.
But I think that number, I think he's going to throw less than 10. I think he's going to throw over 30 touchdowns and over 5,000 yards.
Sneaky rushing upside, too.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, he's athletic. He's athletic enough.
Yeah.
Plus with that division, I mean, he has to play the Chargers, the Chiefs, and the Broncos.
Right.
I know that Chargers and Broncos have good defenses, and then it's going to be a shootout with the Chiefs, you'd assume. And it seems like the Raiders play all those teams pretty tough.
Yeah.
So first thing is Carr MVP.
I'll piggyback on that real quick. Obviously, the MVP is a hotter take than top 3.
Yeah.
But I will say, for your top 3, what I like is that I don't trust their defense, and the division's tough.
Mm-hmm.
The schedule's tough, so he's going to be throwing.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, the top 3 seems more feasible, obviously, because MVP is fucking 1. Yeah. You can get 3rd and be top 3.
I'm just trying to emphasize how much confidence I have in
this. Yeah, for sure. I like that. All right, my second one here, Trevor Lawrence.
Ooh.
Top 10 quarterback.
T-Law.
Also pretty fucking spicy. Trevor Lawrence is going somewhere between 18 and 20. 16 to 20 in quarterbacks. Pretty late. So I'm going with these later guys that are hot. This is hot. This is spicy, man. We both love the talent. I like the additions they made. It's nothing that blows your socks off. You were talking about Christian Kirk having possibly 100 catches, not to spoil your shit.
No.
I like Kirk. You like Kirk more than me, but he's a serviceable player. ETN, they got that chemistry. He's back. I'm not worried about the injury there. They're going to get James Robinson back. They got 2 serviceable tight ends there.
Really good.
You know, you love Dan Arnold.
Yep. Absolutely.
Absolutely. I'm always loving Dan Arnold.
Absolutely. Always looking for Jack Doyle.
You like Dan Arnold. Evan Ingram's your boy. He's your boy. I don't know why.
Marvin Jones is a good
Marvin
receiver.
Jones is a pro.
Chenault is a
depreciated
gadget.
asset, but I like Chenault.
Well, his gadget. I mean, third year. He's going to his third year.
Yeah.
So
he's got some weapons. He's actually going to have some pro play calling and someone that's actually preparing and knowing who Aaron Donald is.
I like
maybe.
it.
Sorry not to shit on Urban Meyer again, but you're a fucking clown, Urban. You're right here. You're right here. Hey, clown.
that's you know my take on Urban.
You've been saying it for years. So Trevor Lawrence, I love the talent, love the player. His arm, he's a mini Peyton Manning in my mind. And you know the guy was embarrassed by last year. He lost more games last year, I guarantee, than he's ever lost in his life. His life.
Yo, I think he lost one game going into his pro career. Through high school and college.
Yeah, I think
a single game.
Yeah, okay.
A single game.
So there we go. And his hair, he's got everything. So
his hair.
Yeah.
Sunshine.
Oh God.
So are you willing to predict like a rough? Give me a rough estimate. Give me a margin of error of 5 touchdowns, interceptions, yards.
I'm gonna say around 4,600 yards.
Okay.
I'm gonna say around 29 touchdowns.
Okay.
I'm gonna say around 13 picks.
There you go.
But
that's,
Trevor Lawrence,
that's top 10 for sure.
What I know about Trevor Lawrence is if you go back to the game against Justin Fields.
You know who I have to say. You know who that is? Kirk Cousins.
Stop interrupting me.
Kirk Cousins.
Yeah. Right. With more
I'm
rushing
sorry.
side. Yeah. Stop. Where'd you learn that from? You didn't learn it from me.
I was gonna forget if I didn't.
I'm kidding, bro. I've interrupted you a million
No,
times.
I'm sorry.
We should do a counter of all the times I've interrupted you on our old episodes.
Uh-huh.
It's like you have like 30, I have like 370.
Well, I just had to mention the Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
I'm a Kirk Cousins believer.
Right.
So
my point I was making, Caps, was if you go back to the game, I think it was a national championship game against Justin Fields. He had that, like, they were losing. He had like a 50-yard touchdown scramble. It was on like an RPO.
Lawrence took a peek downfield, had a lot of room, and breaks the tackle, and is still running. Lawrence in a foot race. Will they catch him? Touchdown, Tiger!
The dude can run. Like, he's more of a straight line guy. He's not really agile, but he is way more athletic than Joe Burrow. So, like, Trevor Lawrence could toss you in 350 yards rushing and 4 rushing touchdowns. That's the key, right? You figure, because Kirk Cousins doesn't offer that. So he doesn't need to have 34 passing touchdowns to get where Kirk Cousins was.
Yeah.
He needs the 300 yards rushing. He needs the 4 rushing touchdowns. And he needs the volume. And they're going to be losing, let's be honest. I like them better than most.
Yeah.
But they're going to win 6 games.
I love that. I love that because I can see Trevor Lawrence throwing multiple 4 touchdown games. Like, easy. So if he has 2 or 3 of those, like, he has less...
He's going to throw
15%.
some picks,
Yeah, whatever. But like,
and like the thing about Trevor Lawrence is these are the guys, Fields and Lawrence. I'm not necessarily comfortable in a 12-team league as my starter. I mean, I would, but if you do wait, let's say you really wait, and you even let someone double up on quarterback a couple times, you wait for the 13th round, you take a Kirk Cousins, Derek Carr, or one of the later guys, right?
Yeah.
Stafford,
Yeah.
And you want an upside. You know, those guys are safe. It's safe and upside, right? If you are going to rock 2 quarterbacks, which I never do, these are the 2 guys I want to target. Zach Wilson, a little lower level here, but those 2 guys offer you, you can see the first couple weeks how they're looking, right? How's the offense looking?
I love the approach that you're taking.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
That could easily, like, if either of those guys hit, like, if you just, like you say, if you just wait, like, those guys are, besides the guy I'm about to mention, probably the 2. I mean, this draft class, it's still up in the air, right? This recent draft class, because there was 5, not most recent, but 2020.
Mm-hmm.
There was 5 viable
franchise quarterbacks.
Right? Yeah.
All right, who do you got for your second guy here, bud?
Same draft class, a little more successful. Mac Jones.
Ooh,
Mac Jones. My
all
hot
right.
take.
Mac.
Is 30 touchdowns this year.
Wow.
Yeah, 30 touchdowns.
Okay. Pull training wheels off the fucking Mac Jones train, son.
Yeah, and here's the surprising thing. How many do you think he had last year?
23.
22.
Wow, I'm good.
22.
All right. I feel like it would be lower, but
100% the training wheels were on.
Oh,
it was Damian Harris ain't scoring 18
training wheels,
touchdowns.
he wearing a condom, he had gloves on, all those things.
And you'll see a correlation with one of my tight ends coming up later.
Spoiler.
Yeah. Just stick around and figure it out. Yeah, it's not spoiler.
I like that.
It's
I
a
like
little
that.
tease.
So that would kind of, to do the math here, because he's not offering much with his legs, probably put him in top 12. Starting range.
If he averages, all he has to do is average 2 touchdowns per game.
Yeah. All right.
30 touchdowns throwing.
Yeah, their defense will be a little weaker.
He had 3,800 yards passing last year in an offense that was ultra conservative.
Raise that 500.
Babysitting him.
4,330.
Give him a 10% increase, and he's at almost 4,200 yards, and he's at,
That's Kirk Cousins. Yeah. Apparently, everyone's Kirk Cousins.
Well, no. When I was trying to pull up, you know who has the longest streak of consecutive games with a touchdown pass?
Who's that? Kirk Cousins. Wow.
30.
Ooh. That's fucking weird. You got you're busting some stats on me, Caps. He's
maybe Kirk Cousins should have been whatever.
Yeah, he should be. All right, moving on to tight ends here. Who has the tightest end in the league? Real quick.
Ooh,
I said Kyle Pitts. You said Gesicki earlier on.
Yeah,
answered the question for you. Interrupted you and did all those things.
No, Gesicki.
Tight end.
I don't remember saying that.
You did.
It makes sense because it makes sense to me.
Yeah,
Gesicki looks like. Well, actually, maybe it's the G. I'm just correlating the G.
Yeah.
Gesicki with Gay.
G-spot? Oh.
So he might have a loose.
Whoa!
He might be a loose.
Oh, my word. All right.
Yeah, he has good hands. He has really good hands.
Oh, man.
So,
all right.
So if his end isn't doing it.
My first hot take, and this is a guy I actually don't, obviously because I do him best ball drafts, I don't go early tight end ever.
Yeah.
I just got him actually 43rd overall, which I love. And I'm definitely going to have more shares in redraft of him if he falls to a serviceable level. It's Kyle Pitts.
Yeah.
I have him breaking the catch record, which is owned by Zach Ertz at 116. Now, it's a little bit hedging because, for the history of the NFL, they played less than 17 games.
Yeah.
But whatever, it's one game. I see it, we did the math, 6.8 catches per game?
It was rough, yeah.
If he said healthy.
6.5.
Yeah,
7.
so 7. So 7 catches a game, he misses one game.
Yeah.
That breaks the record.
Yeah.
I have him doing that. Now, here's the crazy thing about what I just said is he's going tight end 3, around 33 ADP. So what is that? End of the third round.
Yeah.
Let that turn there, right? He can do this and actually not finish inside of the top 3 because he might, he had 1 touchdown last year, so he might, be more of a possession guy. Even though we know he's explosive, and he could have 117 catches and only 1,200 yards and 4 touchdowns, which is a hell of a year, but. This is safe. In PPR, though, I love Kyle Pitts because you're getting that positional advantage. You're getting
100%.
steady floor.
How many guys can break the record?
And, a lot of people want to rip on Marcus Mariota or Desmond Ridder. I don't know much about Ridder because he's a rookie. But I do know about Marcus Mariota, and he is not good for receivers. What does he do? He throws up the middle. He had a game where he started with the Raiders. Mm-hmm. Waller had 15 targets, 9 catches. Yeah. Back in the day, Delaney Walker had a 92-catch season, dude. Ooh. And I love Delaney Walker. Remember, he was a special teams player with the Niners. He's not a talent. Kyle Pitts is a Calvin Johnson-esque talent.
That's good knowledge.
So I know my shit.
Good shit.
All right, thank you.
All right. Put your dick back in your pants.
Don't build me up, man. Kyle Pitts breaking the catch record. Let's go. What do you got? First hot take. Kappa, what do you got?
So I'll take the guy that has the record. I don't even know how high of a take this is, but the fact that he's getting drafted, I think, is tight end 10 or 11. Mm-hmm. Zach Ertz. I'm going to say 90 catches, which I think will put him in the top 5 tight end. So, however you want to, I can phrase it top 5 tight end, or I could phrase it.
He's going tight end 10 right now in underdog, which is best ball, but 108 ADP. Yeah. What was your hot take? Sorry.
I had him for 90 catches.
All right. Well, I mean, he's done it.
Yeah. Well, you know how many he had last year?
Because he had 74 catches last year, and 5 of those games, 4 of those games was with Philly sharing time with.
He had 4 or 5. 3 to 5.
74, 763, and 5 touchdowns with his line. He actually had a rush attempt for 4 yards.
Yeah. Well, just and again, D Hop's out. Mm-hmm. Kyler's not a big thrower across the middle deep. So if he's looking across the middle, it's going to be probably Ertz.
You didn't mention they lost Chase Edmonds.
They did.
I'm saying that's some dumb hops they're not going to get. It's James Conner now.
Oh, Conner was.
100%.
Conner was their receiving back last year. Anyway.
Well, but Edmonds counts more as a receiving back. So.
No, I get what you're saying. I mean.
No, it was to help your argument, Caps.
No, yeah, but to me that doesn't losing Edmonds. I'm not.
Yeah.
That's not a factor to me, really. He was.
I like it.
If anything, watching.
Where do you
Edmonds,
see him right now?
Sorry, I'm not thinking about Edmonds because he's a bad blocker.
Right.
I recently watched the. To go on a little bit of a 2-second tangent. I was rewatching the Cardinals Rams playoff game, mm-hmm. and Edmonds had 3 or 4 bad missed blocks. Mm-hmm. Kyler, I mean, obviously had a bad. He made some bad throws.
Yeah, no time.
But he was flustered from the jump. Either way, with Ertz, so 90 catches. I'll call it top 5, top 6 tight end.
Okay.
the talent's there. The opportunity is going to be there. Depends on how much you believe in AJ Green, I suppose, as the possession receiver. But going across the middle, I think Ertz is going to feast. Trey McBride may eat into a little bit. Max Williams was serviceable, more of a blocking back, and out of necessity, he was getting catches before he got hurt, and then they traded for Zach Ertz. But it just shows that offense, the air raid, it's spread out, so it's going to give a lot of opportunities for the tight ends. So Ertz, well, I guess my hot take instead of it'll be top 5 tight end.
I like it.
Yeah.
All right, my next one here is David Njoku. I love David Njoku. We have loved him for years. David Njoku is a top 6 tight end. We're going to assume Watson's not playing for most of the year, or at least half the year, minimum 6 games, right?
Yeah.
Jacoby Brissett is death to wide receivers. He is one of the worst for fantasy receivers. What is he good for? Fantasy tight ends. Doesn't want to throw to the outside. David Njoku is the second weapon there as of now until they sign, Will Fuller. But even Will Fuller does not match with Brissett's skill set.
Yeah.
So I like, if anything, I wouldn't actually hate that because it would spread the field up more.
They're not going to sign Fuller. They got Schwartz. Schwartz does the same thing.
You love Schwartz. David Njoku right now is going tight end 21. He's dropped.
Yeah.
Which makes no sense because he shouldn't drop because Watson's not there. Like,
no, you're right.
Cooper should, and
but
maybe Chubb.
You're 100% right. There's so much value there because
ADP of 173, bro. What? That's undrafted. He's undrafted. I mean, obviously he's tight end 21.
Yeah.
So
I see Chubb going up on the boards a little bit.
Yeah.
But no, that's a great point.
I love the talent.
This tackle, and then Njoku just with the wheels to take it to the house.
Njoku with a huge game today. 6th reception, 139.
I think he's the biggest recipe for breakout tight ends is obviously there's one recipe of the Dawson Knox last year. Amazing explosive offense. You get all those touchdowns.
Yeah.
The main recipe for me is being the second target on your offense, right? So he is going to be the second target. They just paid him. He's like the 3rd highest paid tight end in the league somehow.
Yeah.
Like last year they wanted to get rid of him with the neck injury. So I see a path to.
I like it.
Just he's upside, and I feel like there's floor there because he's gonna get 5 targets a game. Yeah. And the talent is undeniable. That guy with the ball in his hand, pretty explosive.
He's an athletic guy.
Very athletic.
I like it.
All right, what do you got?
So this correlates with my Mac Jones throwing 30 TDs.
Mm-hmm.
Jonnu came in the year a little banged up, and then got hurt again in the season. So I'm going to double down. I had Jonnu last year, but I got him again this year, scoring 10 touchdowns. So top 10, essentially a top 10 tight end.
Yeah.
I don't know if the yards and the catches will be there, but I think that the touchdowns will be there. I think Devontae Adams adds a new element. Hunter Henry's already banged up. The undisclosed injury. He wasn't at the OTAs. Reports are Jonnu's coming in with the new mentality, realizing that he got the big both him and Henry got big contracts, and Henry's the only one that showed up. So I think Jonnu's going to try and justify the contract. I think that he's if anything, he's the most. The way I describe him, he's a gadget tight end.
He is,
right?
Yeah,
like he's a Chanel type tight end.
Yep.
So I think there's a million opportunities for him to score. I think the Patriots offense is going to be a lot better. Mac Jones is going to throw more touchdowns, so someone has to catch him. And I don't know that Jonnu caught a single touchdown last year. He had one. Yeah. So so this is probably my highest take. Is Jonnu gets 10 touchdowns.
And what I like here is that the year before, when I was all about it, remember, and I would be dancing all over the fucking place when he had that nice start.
Yeah.
He had he got injured. Remember, like week 7.
Mm-hmm.
Never the same after that. But his first 6 weeks, I think he had 6 touchdowns.
Yeah.
41 catches, 448, 8 touchdowns, and a rushing touchdown. So he had 9 total. Yeah. Last year, what I do like, he had 28 receptions on 45 targets. He was banged up from the get-go.
Yeah.
294 yards, but he did have 9 carries for 40 yards.
Yeah.
So he's gonna get a rushing touchdown. That's what he does. He's better than Hunter Henry, man.
He's a bigger, stronger. Who's the guy? The Philly special? Trey Burton.
Yeah, Trey Burton.
Yeah. He's Trey Burton, but 50 pounds heavier.
Yeah, and Jonnu Smith's going tight end 33 right now. So that's just
crazy. It's
a hot take. It's hot.
So you can see why our philosophy is waiting on quarterbacks and tight ends because we think that there's multiple guys.
There is,
and we still have one more to go each.
Yeah. All right. And we have a really deep little quickie.
Well, no. So you might have 2 more. I have 1 more.
Okay. My other one here, Kmet. Top 4 tight end. That's spicy.
4.
Top 4, baby. You know, I have Pitts, I have Andrews, and I have Kelsey pretty locked in on the spots, barring health. I have Kmet jumping over fucking all the other guys.
All right.
He had 93 targets last year, 60 catches, 612 yards, and 0 touchdowns.
Yeah.
So he had 2 touchdowns his rookie year, I believe. This is his 3rd year. Kmet's a solid player. He is going ADP 134 as tight end 14. So he's not being drafted as a starter. Now, the 0 touchdowns is really fluky because the Bears had 5 touchdowns to tight ends last year. And it was Jimmy Graham, it was Jesse James, it was just everyone but him. Even though he was, towards the end of the year, pretty featured. And that was with Allen Robinson. Now Allen Robinson's gone. I think that if in the red zone, obviously Fields' first read is probably to run. But it's not going to be Mooney. Mooney's the first read in general. In the red zone, Mooney is not a red zone guy. Kmet's a red zone guy. Kmet, I like him to score 7 or 8 touchdowns this year. And the point is, he had 60 catches last year. It was only 10 yards per catch. But I think in PPR, I could see him getting 75 to 80 catches. And I could see him catching 8 touchdowns, which is a top 4 tight end.
So if he just duplicates the stats from last year and he gets 6 touchdowns, that would be an extra 60 points, which would put him
and
at...
half point, he'd have 150 in full PPR.
Yeah, that would put him above Dawson Knox. That would put him right at Gronkowski's level last year.
Was that like tight end 5? Tight end 6?
Yeah, I'm kind of right here. So if he had scored just 6 touchdowns last year, same stats, it would have been Andrews, Kelsey, Kittle, Schultz, Pitts, Kmet.
Number 6. Right. And like...
So now you pump up the catches by 15, pump up the yards by 200. 6 touchdowns. You're not even asking for much. 6, 7 touchdowns.
And he's now the second option again. What I said, second option in the offense.
He's a big target. Yeah,
I like him. I like him as a player.
I like him too.
All right, what do you got? Is this your deep
dive? Well, I guess it's not. I mean, if anything, honestly, I think Jonnu's getting drafted later than him.
Yeah.
But Hayden Hurst, I got him as a top 10 tight end. I think defenses are going to adjust to what's his nuts.
The Dolphin.
Yeah.
Jamar Chase.
Not
a Dolphin anymore. But.
So I think they're going to adjust to that. They're going to force him to dink and dunk plays instead of those big chunk plays.
Yeah.
Where Jamar Chase was, it seemed like every other week was scoring a 50-yard touchdown. So I just see, I guess the best way for me to describe it, I see 70 catches, 800 yards, and 5 touchdowns. And where he's getting drafted, I think I think he's getting drafted where he's getting 40 catches, 400 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and remember how I was saying that the 2 recipes. Recipe 1 is what I prefer is the second option, the Kmet, the David Njoku. Recipe 2 is the Dawson Knox. Too many mouths to feed, but you got to guard Chase. You got to guard Boyd. You got to guard T. Higgins. You got Joe Mixon.
Sneak outs.
Boom.
You're
Those would be fucking wide open, dude.
You're guarding Chase down.
In the red zone especially. And Joe Burrow's probably throwing 33 touchdowns
You're guarding
this year,
Chase deep. You're guarding Higgins on the
I
sideline.
like it.
You're guarding Boyd in the middle. And then Hurst will sneak out.
I like it. My deep dive, and then we're going to combine on another deep dive that we both kind of like. I'm not going to say his name. But my deep dive is Brevin Jordan. Top 10 tight end here. I love Brevin Jordan. Houston tight end. Right. He is going at tight end 28, ADP of 208. Big fan of him. It's his second year. Last year, he just got his feet wet, dipped in my kiddie pool. 28 targets, 20 catches, 178, but he did have 3 touchdowns. Yeah. More than Kmet's ever scored. I like Brevin Jordan, the talent. He's more of the third option in that passing game because we love Nico Collins. We like Davis Mills. I like the Texans to be competitive, and Brevin Jordan is all they have. They got rid of Atkins. They got rid of all the other random guys they had. So he is the starting tight end. They like him. He's athletic. He's not a blocker. Yeah. I just see him possibly having 6 or 7 touchdowns and actually having like a featured part in the passing game. Yeah. Kind of how Jonnu was with Tennessee without all the touchdowns, but 60, 70 catches. I like the talent, like the player. That's my deep dive. Our combined deep dive, Tommy Tremble. You brought to my name. Now, this just changed recently with the addition of Baker Mayfield. Tommy Tremble, there's Ian Thomas there, who's like 6'7". That guy's slow as fuck, though. He can't move at all. He's a blocking tight end. Tommy Tremble, uber athletic, dude. Kind of a smaller guy, almost an Aaron Hernandez type. Yeah. Hopefully doesn't have any weapons. But I remember I told you that play I remember last year, I think it was the game CMC got hurt. It was Thursday Night Football. they gave Tommy Tremble an end around, and he had like 38-yard carry. And dude, he's fast.
Yep.
And he's pretty thick guy.
One of the more athletic tight ends, I would say.
Yeah, big fan of him. Just a guy to keep on your radar. I don't even want to say a number for him.
Yeah.
He's a guy that could be fantasy relevant. How about that? Because Tommy Tremble,
if I were to stream someone, he's going to be one of the first guys.
Yeah.
Is he available?
tight end 38, ADP 215. We like Tommy Tremble. Yeah. So Rob squared.
And it's been a complete joy.